this week we're at Dover. This is my first race of the week here. And so I spent a couple hours practicing last night. And we'll see how we do. This is just the practice session before the race, so I'm just going to set a lap or two and see what we can do. Set a couple laps and see what kind of times we can set. Alright, well immediately we're hitting the wall, so just reset real quick. Be a pretty good lap right there. 21.99. Not a terrible start, I guess. Alright, let's head into the race session. Start qualifying in a couple minutes. Taking a while to load. That's kind of typical, I guess. Yeah, might as well set a lap. Just wait for qualifying. This track is really hard to navigate just because there's only one groove you can actually use to set a good time, and that groove is all the way at the bottom on that concrete, right on the line between the concrete and the pavement, right by the apron. You have to be right down there. You can't drift up at all going into the corner, so you have to be on point. Make sure you don't overdrive the corner. There's a very fine line between getting a perfect line into the corner and overdriving it, so you gotta be really careful. It's also very easy to slap the wall and not turn forward. Also put that out there. Alright, let's start our qualifying lap. I don't really like that, so I'm going to go back to the high side. That was a lot better. Unfortunately, I got really loose coming off turn 4, but it was a decent lap. Not terrible, but definitely not what I wanted either. So we're definitely going to be starting in the back half, because I made that mistake there coming off turn 4. I got a really nice entry into turn 3 and 4, but then I actually clipped the apron. So if we go back, the reason this happened is because if we go down here, right there, you can see my left front tire clips the apron, and that basically sends my car up the racetrack, and then I have to go ahead and catch it coming off turn 4, so I'm not able to get back in the gas. I get very tight, and then coming off turn 4, when I finally get control of it right here, it gets really loose, and I have to chase it back down the track, and so that definitely hurt the lap time, unfortunately. Had I not clipped the apron there, it probably would have been in contention for the pole up there, but, you know, it's alright. This is the first race of the week. I'm not that worried about it. So it looks like we're going to have 28 cars in this one. I'm going to try not to be too hard on the tires, because unlike at the super speedway tracks like Talladega where we were at last week, I definitely have to pay attention to the tire wear. I don't really expect fuel to be as much of an issue here. I mean, I'll check on that, but I don't think fuel will be nearly as much as an issue as it was at Talladega, or as it proved to be for us. I think tires are going to be a much more important factor. And definitely going to have to be easy on the tires early in the run. You don't want to get stuck in a long green flag run, use up your tires in the first 10 laps, and then start plummeting backwards through the field because you didn't manage your tires and conserve them. Yeah, not the best qualifying effort for us. At a place like Talladega, all the times are really close together anyway, so a lot of people don't qualify. And, at a short track like this and all the intermediate tracks, it's not necessarily the case. Everyone tends to qualify. They set a lap. not as easy to pass on these tracks, that's for sure. And so it looks like we're going to be starting back towards mid-pack. But it's because I screwed up my lap and I had to get completely out of the gas. So, I mean, it's not a bad time for what we... it's not a bad lap time for considering that I had to get all the way out of the gas off turn 4, but not ideal either. We're all going to be racing really close together, so it's just about, you know, keeping it together. We're going to be starting on the inside, which is good. The preferred lane is going to be the inside. You can only race on the... I mean, if you get stuck on the outside, you're just going to go backwards. You can't really make it work up there nearly as well as you can on the bottom. The car sticks very well on the bottom, as you saw during my qualifying lap. I really got it down against that apron, all the way down toward the bottom of the concrete. And that's really where you want to be. Yeah, we'll see if we can make it through the field, at least gain a couple of positions. That'd be nice. Just gonna sort of wait for the grid time to expire, and we'll start rolling. Alright, we're going to start rolling here. Starting from the 13th position. It's just so easy to mess up your lap here at Dover. Looks like we're only going to have one pace lap. I thought that we might have two just because this is a shorter track, and on many of the shorter tracks you end up doing 2 pace laps. But I guess we're only going to be doing 1 here. So we're going green pretty much immediately. Probably not going to be talking that much just because I really have got to focus at a track like this. You know, there's a lot of fine control that goes on, a lot of throttle control, and really managing how much gas you give it versus the brake. These guys are already crazy. a couple spots early. Picked off another one. Up to 10th. I'm gonna have to start watching the wall here. Tires are beginning to wear, and I'm getting close to the wall. Very quickly catching this guy, so I'm gonna go right around. Get to his inside. Try to complete the pass. Which I will do there. I'm going to start backing off a little bit to save my tires. Started 13th, we're up to 9th. That guy slapped the wall up there really hard. Caution is out. Thank God for that, because I want tires. replace 4 tires on this pit stop right here. Generally on short tracks and intermediate tracks, tracks that aren't super speedways, you'll see guys pit for tires almost every chance they get under caution. It's a huge advantage to have those fresh tires. So you're going to see everyone most likely come down right here. Yep, here we go. Be really careful with the pit road speed limit. All the way back down to 35 miles an hour here. You also don't want to miss your pit stall. Constantly looking for where that is. Got in it without any issues. Alright, there we go. So it looks like we're going to stay in the same position we were in, P9. Pretty intense race off pit road right there. We'll fall back in to the line right where we entered, it looks like. These guys are reading off their tire wear numbers. Mine were 90, 94. I was definitely chewing off my tires way faster than I should have been, but thankfully we got a caution placed pretty nicely. So I was able to gain 4 spots by racing pretty aggressively for the first quarter of this race. Dover is not necessarily one of my best tracks. Don't really have a lot of practice here, so I'm kind of just chilling, to be honest. It's not one of my best. As I said, it's also not one of my favorite. You know, it's kind of just another track we go to. I don't particularly like it just because there's only one lane you can actually really race in. It's very easy to slap the wall coming off the corner. So, it's not really for me. Coming to 1 to green this time by, so we'll line up on the inside lane again, which is nice. On tracks like these, when there's only one preferred lane and it tends to be on the inside, when you go to pass cars, you always want to try to pick them off in pairs. You always want to try to pass 2 cars at a time. You say I'm restarting on the inside lane. If a caution were to come out after I only pass 1 car, I'm going to end up in this case I'd end up in 8th place, but if I end up in 8th place and a caution comes out, I'll end up restarting on the outside, which means that I'm not in the preferred lane, and it makes it much more likely for me to lose a bunch of positions on that restart because I can't get down to the bottom, which is where you really want to be to set those fast laps. So it's always better to try to pick off positions in multiples of 2 when you're in this situation. So we'll do the best we can. I'm not going to force the issue either, you know. We're not going to try to push it so hard that we jeopardize, you know, our chances of finishing the race in one piece. So really just want to cruise and just not try to give up time and kind of just try to stay where we are, if anything. If the opportunity presents itself to move forward, we take those opportunities, but we don't necessarily force it. Well, I got a terrible restart, so that sucks. Back up speed, though. Oh, okay, that was close. This guy got way out of the groove. Alright, let's try to catch up to this guy ahead. Oh my god. Oh my god. That gave me a heart attack. I think we're okay. We gained a crap load of positions through that, but we almost completely took ourselves out. Could not see them wrecking ahead. That was pretty crazy. We're definitely fine, but oh my lord. Alright, so pit road's gonna be open this time. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we started 13th and we're up to 7th now. I'm probably gonna pit here for tires. Unless no one in front of me does, because I don't know why you wouldn't, though, to be honest. Yeah, we're all coming to pit lane. $35 miles an hour on pit road. We gotta be really careful not to speed. It's a very slow pit road speed. Also, don't want to miss your box. Yeah, I only got 6.2 seconds of optionals for that. That's not bad. Alright, so let's see if we can gain any spots off pit road. Gotta be really fast. It's a race off pit road. So it looks like we're going to maintain the position we were in. Except for the fact that it looks like the 18 might have gotten a penalty on pit road for speeding, so we're going to end up going around him. So it looks like we might actually hang on, because it looks like one car might have stayed out. So when we get back to the line this time, things will cycle through and the scoring will tell us what position we're in. We almost completely wrecked our race car, but just barely avoided that. Looks like two cars got together off turn 4, and I was right behind someone else, so I couldn't see that, and I just barely clipped them on the inside. Just snuck right through there. Yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be in 6th. Restarting on the outside lane. And that's not necessarily where I want to be either, because if you're restarting on the outside at Dover, outside lane is not the preferred lane. It's really hard to hold your ground up there, so I might end up sliding backwards by a few positions on the restart. But I mean, I can't complain. We started in 13th after we messed up our qualifying lap, and we're up to 6th so far, so it's not too bad, and we're halfway through the race. 30 to go this time by. Yeah, tires are really important here, so you got to make sure we save those tires just in case there's a long run. You don't want to burn up your tires in the first 5 laps of the run and then have everyone pass you because you weren't saving your tires. So that's something to watch out for. Alright, coming to 1 to green. Got a really bad restart last time, but They caught me sleeping, so just make sure we're really paying attention this time. Again, there's 28 cars in this field. It looks like we've got 21 remaining on the lead lap out of the 28 that started the race. Pace car's turning off now. Start focusing again. I'm terrible at these restarts. Passing. So we got that spot back. Let's see if I can stick with him. It's a tough battle. Think he might clear me? He cleared me. Slid up. Lap car ahead, but slow. Man, just cannot get the spot. All over him too, I just can't clear him. Wall. It's okay. Guy in front of me got the wall that time. Looks like they're starting to wreck. We're catching the guys in front of us really fast. Should get interesting. See if I can get to his inside. Not yet. This time, yes. Ooh, we got the wall. $13 to go. These guys are having a tough time right now keeping it together. They're about to go 3 wide right there in front of me. I'm gonna go for this spot right now. Ooh, blocking me. He almost got himself wrecked right there. Take the spot if I can. Battle for 5th. Cleared him. 10 to go. Starting to catch 4th. Wall jumps at it, you gotta be careful. Starting to catch him. I don't know if we'll have enough time. We're almost there. Tires are getting really warm now. Got a nice corner right there. 6 to go. Have one coming from behind me too. free to go. I keep getting the wall. Just tapping it, not anything crazy. White flag. So after starting 13th, looks like we're going to finish 6th. So that's not bad. Yep. P6. Pretty good race. That was pretty stressful. Really close racing the entire time. We're going like 180 miles an hour. We almost wrecked halfway through. So, I'll take 6th. Just gotta pull it over here. Alright. So starting 13th, we get 6th. Not bad. We got passed at the end, but that's probably because I was overusing my tires. My tires were pretty much killed by the end of that. The overall first race of the week went pretty well. Let's go back to that lap 30. It was like around lap 30, right before that caution, when we almost wrecked. Yes, right here, right here. We almost nailed both those guys. Let's check it out from this point of view. Yeah, so I barely missed them, and then got into the back of the 18 a little bit, but it's not that bad. Look at that. Let's just go back a couple frames. That's how close it was. I'm the 8 car, that red car right there. That's how close it was. I just barely dove to the inside in time. So that allowed me to gain like 3 positions out of that. But anyways, that's Dover for you. We started 13th, end up 6th, and so it's a good race.